4. That's a 3.2-litre 6-cylinder M3 2001 model, and still looks just as good as ever.
They haven't actually changed much. No. They evolve rather than be revolutionary. I think a lot of these guys are just putting down markers, actually. Yeah. Here's a very hot Porsche, the Bigfoot Express of Son Woodley. Comes from Natal, down in Natal, got a big cartage company, transport company. He used to claim to have the fastest Porsche in the country. I think that has almost changed now with Tony Stanton's Porsche.
I would assume so. Here is rocking and rolling this car of his up to the line, Piet van der Walt in his M3. Again, 3.2-litre engine. It's Moodley.
That 6 sounds lovely. That 6
Moodley impressed me now with that look of that car, with that close-up shot. It looked like someone had stuck it to the tarmac with the big glob of glue. It was just absolutely all over the road.
Our son's been racing a long time. He's been very, very good, very competitive.
Manov Maharaj and his Porsche 996 911 GT3.
After GT3 comes RSR, so he's just about there. That's serious. Oh, here we go.
Here we are, Rui Campos. Yeah. Got the Portuguese flag out there as well. All his Portuguese mates will be rooting for him.
These kids do very well too. They're right behind them, whole family racing. All his father's side.
Maharaj, almost at the line now.
I must say the organisers get these cars away very quickly. Normally Hillclimb you do one to time. They've got 2 or 3 on the track at the same time.
Flying them up there. Claire Vale in the Subaru. She had a very good run in first qualifier. Claire's on her way. Let's look at those lines from the back here.
They say that's a 2-wheel drive. Should be rear-wheel drive car because they're normally Subarus four-wheel drive. I'm not so sure when it spins off the line you reckon, oh, all those 4 wheels are working away. By the look of it anyway. She's very good. This is being a speed. He does drifting very good. One Westbank really won them outright. Does a lot of work for cheaters actually. Cheater organization charity is very good.
That's her in the BRZ. And just ahead of that, it was Shane Naidu in his Mitsubishi.
He comes up from Cape. He drives it up here. Comes and drives it up here. He's a big Audi fan, but he's got this Mitsubishi as well. Then he'll take it. He goes to have to go home. Cape Town.
Lovely.
So Record Roots is still top of the log at the moment. I think they're just putting down markers. You know, just say let's get a marker down that we know where we stand for tomorrow. Then tomorrow we're going to really.
And it's something to work off as well. Yes. So Jacques Bauer in his Ford Escort from 1977, still Roots. Then Davy Olivier. Isak Spies has now slotted into third place in car number 60, and that happens to be that lovely McLaren 570S. Here's that little Escort. Oh man, it is cute. I don't care what you say, it's a cute looking car.
And have done great things in motor racing, they really have.
Yeah, and been around for so long. The era of ducktails and pointy shoes.
Yeah, you remember.
43, Christopher Leeson with his Focus R5.
Motorcycles, he was not long ago. Very competitive guy. Nice colour scheme. His Focus RS. That car might look a wee bit dated though, but it still gets along. That's the son, the two father and son race. One race that conquers the other. It's a little Civic. With engines. Sweet out for bells. Okay, there's the Conquest, the other bow Conquest. They were like the mainstay of motor racing, or rallying from many, many years. Well-engineered car, bulletproof engine. We used to have a chap called Henry Silver's race. They used to make years in the distance.
Yes.
The revving. He could rev them to this other side.
Something has happened here. He's taken the foot right off. There's a problem there. Well, I remember in the old days they had those Conquest celebrity races, and boy did we only have a lot of fun. Although I was saying to to find his scores. My co-commentator at one stage, they got in some guys who could box like Harold Forbrat, but he couldn't drive. Now, we used to have a lot of fun. It was really, and you know, you got those kind of guys in there and they're all competitive. They all want to give it all.
Oh, yeah.
Want to give it as hard as they
I think
got.
Serge Damsey won that in the end, if I remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Number 40 rolls up the line. This is Anton Grenier, and he's been very, very quick in this car all of today. The Subaru WRX STI 2013 model. There she goes. He's dropped it.
He's got those extractors underneath the car to make that. That's a serious car. He's a big Mazda man too. He's the race the Mazda down. The rotaries man here coming out.
Really has raced it well. No, he's raced it well all day today. Today he is really coming to his own with us. He's been up in the top 5 virtually consistently all day long. Oh, there's another beauty. Look at that. He's fighting that thing all the way through there. My word.
I still don't know what he just goes. He's got too much power for me. I think fights as well.
You can see it.
Well, what you got to do when he's actually lift off him? But he says to me,
What?
just
What? There's no way. You can ask him anything. You can probably ask him to say one of his children, but lift his foot on the accelerator. No chance. The TT is on the way as well. That's a lovely looking car too. John Carlos de Silva in that 1.8 litre car of his.
I don't think I've seen him a whole
No, he's done. He's gone nicely. No, he's gone nicely.
There's Willie, look at it, getting
him
sideways. 76 this year, coming up in July.
No, there's no other way. Hey? No, there's no other way.
Willie's been rated. Willie's a one-man mechanic driver everything.
That's Sean Duminy in that big Ferrari 3.98 cylinder 488 GTP. And my word, this is one very sexy car. And a big banger too. It really makes a big noise and it's impressive. Ricky Giannicaro in his BMW M3 GTR. Meanwhile, the TT is toiling up the hill there. Oh, there we go. We told you so. Anton Grenier slots in at 41.172 seconds. Just come through now. That is 3 whole seconds ahead of Willie Hepburn, who's just slotted into second place as well. So he lifted off absolutely nothing. He's an old liar. 44.182 seconds. And Richard Rutz in third place in 44.755.
This car's got better as the day goes.
It has.
Very stuttery.
Yeah.
And then slowly it's got better as they sort things out. And
Dalton goes away with his M3. That's a good start from him. Interesting for me that the lads are not going through this line from the start here straight through.
Across.
Yeah, they over on the left.
Grenier does.
Yeah, and maybe it's the camber. It's the off camber at the next turn that they want to line it up properly.
So he wants to straighten everything out.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, look at it go.
It's going well.
We had a little wobble there and got it into the right line and got it back out and then back in again. And this car, my word, what a noise this thing makes.
He had an electronic problem with his launch control before. This is Franco Scribandi.
Oh, it's a big sound when it leaves the start line. So Scribandi is also on the way. That is in that Porsche GT3. Let's watch him go.
Jeez, there really.
He's been battling a little bit with this.
He has.
He hasn't got it quite the way he's wanted to have it set up. There's the whoop-de-doos, as you would have called them in the old days. And
you wouldn't even feel it in a road car, you know, as you went out there.
But it's so low and the suspension is set so hard.
Oh, yeah. They reckon from then on it's just floorboards to the finish, they say. Straighten every little loop out.
Anton Grenier still leads at 41.172 seconds. But just wait, Andre Besaidnout is on his way. Willie Hepburn at 76, you said, hey? 76 years old, yeah. And he's showing the young lads how to do it. Willie Hepburn in third place now, just been relegated because there we go. Scribandi going in 42.0. So Scribanti's got it right. I think for the first time now that car is starting to look more dangerous. And Richard Rutz relegated to fourth and Ricky Giannicaro in fifth place. So Anton Grenier still in the pound seats. And almost a second there, 0.840 seconds difference. That's a lifetime in motor racing, as we know.
It is. And Franco, he reckons he's got more in the car. He'll sort it out. Don't worry, tomorrow it comes tomorrow. He's going to be, because he won the classic cars.
Handsome.
The share, right?
Yeah, handsomely.
Yeah, there was nobody quite in his class. But I mean, Franco's won here more times than anybody, and he's just perfect. Good at it.
This is some of the look back from earlier action in the final qualifying round of Saturday, day 2 of the 9th edition of the Jaguar Simola Hillclimb. It's good to have your company, so we'll take a very quick break as we take a look at some of these, and then we'll take you back down to the start. Here we go again. Oh, that is just so massive when it comes to sound. Wide into that sweep. It's going to take all the control. This is Darren Goodman's in his GTR R32.
Darren comes in. He really does. He comes from his face. Would you call it a jolly?
A jolly,
He's
yeah.
come for a jolly weekend, but he flies in that. It was very good investment in racing.
Jaco Nel is here. He is. Nel was battling this big Nissan of his, the GTR Liberty Walk, the 3.8 litre 6-cylinder car. And now we get to some of the more interesting ones as well. I love the way this looks. Michael Verrier in the Shelby Nissan Can-Am 1989 model.
Schofield.
Schofield on the way as well.
That's a new Miguel, 2018 model.
Indeed, it is. That is Garth de Villiers and his Reynard Volkswagen, the Formula VW. Isn't it sweet looking? Schofield in the Mygale Ford Duratec. Here is Mr. Siabonga Monkonkwana in the Formula V Volkswagen, the Forza.
That's the neatest one I think I've ever seen. Good, look, City Golf engine in the back of that.
Unreal.
I think it's a City Golf, yeah.
And you would never say so if you hear it. It's an overpowering sound, Roger.
Yeah. It's got a 2-litre motor in there. Something not that's not your average V8. And you can bring any car you like along here, actually.
Garth de Villiers and Darren Goodman's swap some places because de Villiers is into third. Here comes race car number 6, young Stuart White.
16 years old.
Unbelievable.
He went into Formula 4, they call it in Europe. Had a season, he's come back again in Formula 4. But there's a youngster, just remember that name, Stuart White.
Yep. Lots of good things come from Bloem in the end.
Do we come from there?
Made in Bloemfontein and married a Bloemfontein girl, so lots of good things come out of that part of the world. Anton Cronje still leads, but I bet you Stuart White is going to be up there in the top 5 after this. Watch this very, very carefully. And here's someone else who could very much make a huge difference to the placings at the top there. Robert Volk is on the way, and so is Stuart White. Look how he throws that thing around. Volk is also going now. Anton Cronje, there we go, I told you. Stuart White up into second place, 41.647 seconds. The kid has got loads, bucket loads full of talent.
He has, that's a name that's to be watched. He really has.
Let's see what Volk can produce as Wayne Plitt also now goes in the Lotus 211 2007. Cronje leads from Stuart White. Franco Scribanti slots into third place, 42.01. Then Garth de Villiers, and in fifth place, Darren Goodmans, Jaconal, Willie Hepburn at the age of 76, and then Richard Roots in that big banger of his as well. So here's the lovely livery, that yellow, white and black grey Motel car from Wayne Plitt. The Lotus, only 2 litres, 4 cylinders, but boy does it only vickle up the hill here.
Absolutely. Yeah, they put more power in it, but the big seeker of Lotus is a lightweight, actually. Yeah. That was Colin Chapman's philosophy, and it worked, of course. Looked like 2 people sitting there.
It did for a second, hey?
Yeah.
Very quietly going up the hill. The crowd are having an absolute ball at this stage. So there we go. Robert Volk breaks 40 and 39.40. He slots into first place. Anton Cronje is then in second, and young 16-year-old Stuart White in third place. Franco Scribanti 4, and Garth de Villiers. So the differential between the man at the top and Garth de Villiers, 3.264 seconds from the top, and not a lot of difference. It's been magnificent racing all of today, and that sets the scene even better for the King of the Hill shootouts at the 2018 edition of the Jaguar Simola Hillclimb. We look forward to your company as we start off with qualifying round 3 at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Please join us then on behalf of the whole crew, as well as for legendary motorsport man Roger McCleary. I'm Arnold Gant saying thanks for watching.
I'd like to very much the very recordings